Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back. Always great to connect with you. And if you're new, hi. Welcome. This is Soul Insights and Tarot. Today for this reading, I'm going to be connecting into soulmate relationships. Now, this reading is for those that are wanting a relationship, what I call a soulmate that is a life partnership or lifetime partnership. This is about committed relationship. And especially if you are single, the message I'm getting is people that have been looking or open to dating, coupling, getting together. So if that's something that you are wanting, I'm going to get as detailed as possible. I have notes. We're going to look at why you're connecting. We're going to look at your energy, their energy, what they're attracting, you're attracting, what they're wanting, you're wanting, and why and how you come together. Why you come together, how you come together. We're going to look at some places, and then next steps. So we're really going to look pretty detailed, and also what they're bringing to the relationship. All right, and so this is for a highest consciousness relationship. So this is really those of you that are ready for a particular type of soulmate partnership. And you're ready to go. All right, beautiful. So let's get a closer look at the cards. Of course, you can always do a screenshot, screen grab to get a closer look, but I will give you a peek. Also, timestamps are in the description box with ways to connect with me. So we've got soul story number 1, and you've got what do we got? Peacock. So this is soul story number 1. Okay. And soul story number 2. Ooh, looks like there's 2 cards here. I don't know what it is. Okay, and this is soul story number, and you have Brucite. Okay, so choose the card. Cards or crystals that most resonate for you. Trust your intuition. Your intuition, your higher self has guided you here for a message. And this is soul story number 3, and you have Malachite. The splayed Malachite. Okay. All right, so if you're having indecision, take a breath with me. In through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe in above the crown chakra into that natural pause point, opening to the vibrational frequency of your higher self, your own inner knowing, the inner guide within. And as you breathe out, feel an anchoring, stabilizing energy within. Bring your inner gaze, your inner focus in that space in between your in-breath and out-breath, and center within. Connecting into the heart chakra, the Anahata center, the bridge to the soul. And when you're ready, choose the cards or crystals that you feel drawn to, or that you feel are drawing you to them. You'll feel a natural pull. One card or cards or crystal will seem a little more illuminated and a little more electromagnetic. Trust that. Trust that your electromagnetic frequency chooses, through the guidance of your higher self, the right soul story for you. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Radiant light, take this time for yourself to attune to the frequency of your soul and through your higher self, the expanded dimensional aspect of your being. Connect into your soul. In your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, Feel yourself anchoring and centering inside in your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow. Take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, feel the anchoring, healing light of spirit within. Each in-breath you are tuning into the soul's signature frequency, and each out-breath you are aligning through the dimensional aspect of your higher self to your soul. You are now more easily and effortlessly connecting into the dimensional frequency of your soul, releasing, relaxing into the higher self. You now begin to feel more calm, comfortable, and guided inside. Now when you're ready, take a deeper breath in your own pace, pattern, and flow. Pause as you go deeper inside, and in your own pace, pattern, rhythm, and flow, breathe all the way out. Feeling the healing light energies of spirit within you, nurturing your soul, connecting you body, mind, spirit. Now release the breath. Let your breath go to its own natural rhythm and feel your own rhythm, your own internal timing, knowing that you are guided through your soul. As you align more to your own internal timing, rhythm, and flow, you are guided to the most life-enhancing soul experience and soul expression. Feel the energy of the higher dimensional aspect of you. Feel yourself guided, directed. As you make your choices, feel guided and directed, peaceful and calm inside. Hey, beautiful soul. So you've got soul story number 1 if you clicked on here. Okay, you've got Peacock, which is reminding me there's a lot of blue and iridescent in this peacock ore. And you've got Sacred Reverence, 4711. So this adds up to an 11. And of course, if you break down the 11, it breaks down to a 2. So this is a very divinely guided relationship. I feel kismet. I feel destiny. I feel that this person really opens the world for you. And it's also like a renewed belief in yourself, maybe even in love. I feel like, okay, we're going to go into this. I'm getting a lot with this group. There's a lot of movement, a lot of creativity. And by the way, this peacock ore I got from a woman. It was actually a necklace, and I took it apart. She made jewelry and made wands. In fact, this wand right here is from her. So she's very creative or artistic. So I'm going to say one or both of you are very creative, very artistic. Very individualistic. Maybe you're learning also how to be more committed or fully in relationship. Like, I feel like at this time in your life, you're creating space for relationship. And this is also friends or family, soulmate, kindred spirits, kindred souls. This is a time for you about really opening up to the sacredness of relationship, your own relationship with yourself, your own relationship with other people. So I feel with this group that this is a lot about opening. There's a lot opening for you. You know, you could also be traveling a bit. So I'm connecting in a lot with your energy. We're going to get into their energy in a bit here. But yeah, there's a lot opening for you. Let's look at you on the Akashic level. And what I'm going to be looking at, I touched on it in the intro, but where you're coming from, your energy, the overall type, their energy, what type of person, what you're attracting and wanting on the deepest soul level of you. And that could even be through the subconscious, what they're wanting, what draws you together, how you come together, why you come together, where, and what are the next steps. So let's take a look at the Akashic level. I really feel this group, you're ready. And you could be working a lot with community or various groups. Oh yeah, and you're wanting to break free. Look at that. You're wanting to live more authentically, or you are living. So you're coming out of a big transformation, Soulite. You're ready to share your true self with others. Look, share your true self with others and trust that those who love you will always be there. So you're very bright. I feel like this person sees you as very bright individual, knows that you're on a path of transformation, whether you meet through something like that, a group, a workshop, community, or they just see that you've transformed. I also hear a lot to do about talking. There's a good communication between the two of you. Okay, let's look at where they're at. So I'm going to go, ooh, that came out a lot. Okay, let's see. We want only one, so like, wow, you're really ready. I can, woohoo, this reading, I've been wanting to do, I'm going to do more readings about relationships, all kinds, current, upcoming, different types, because we are in the convergent flow. Uranus moving into Gemini. Gemini is the lovers. It's about, relating. Okay. And we are drawing in, whoa, okay, lots coming up with this person. They've been reassessing they are very ready. When you meet this person, they are very ready in their life. They've reassessed their life. They've been moving forward. They've gotten through a lot of challenges and battles. So where you've had an inner transformation, Soulite, and probably even it's affected you externally somehow, could have been coming out of health issues or just transforming how you look, how you feel about yourself, your body, or lifestyle, where, or how you live. But you've been in this, maybe even some of you, dark night of the soul, to maybe even a mini one, or you've just been in the stages of the butterfly. You've gone within, you've had your cocoon. You're coming out. This person's reassessed their life. I feel they've gone through something similar, but in a different way. I don't know. I feel yours is more inward, but I think they could have made changes with work or how they live or where they've made some outer changes. And they're really going forward in their life, mastering their life. But they're looking, this is not a long, drawn-out dating situation. I would say when you meet this person, it happens very quickly, and they're ready to take the leap. And they want you to take a chance. Now, I don't feel this is like, and I definitely do not feel trauma-bonded relationship. I feel like both of you have really worked on yourself. And so we're going to look at that. What are you attracting? But the bigger thing I feel with you is that, and this person is ready. 3 cards came out. You're in the transformation process. You're looking at what's ready. Now let's get an overview of them or you and them. What kind of energy we dealing with? Oh, that's what it is. You changed your mindset of what's possible. So you've kind of freed up, Soulite. I don't know if it's a perception about yourself. Some reason you've freed up a bit. Okay. Take note. So Earth Rat, you change your mindset. I feel like you might have been focused too much on the little things and the to-dos in your life. And this person, again, they're ready for relationship. Metal Pig. Partnership and collaboration. I'm going to say with that Peacock, or both of you could be highly creative, or you could do projects or do something creative together. Or this person is very inspirational to you. Maybe you're also to them, or you both are with each other. Okay, so now we're going to look at what you're attracting. And what they're attracting. What are you attracting, and what are they attracting? let's go with the tarot for that. So soul story number 1, let's come in with this energy. What are you attracting? And let's see what you're putting out there in the world. Okay, soul story number 1. Okay. We've got a lot here. We're going to go with it. Wow, look at that. 3 of Wands, confidence, the ability to compromise, but not compromise your values or yourself. Then you've got the Empress and the Sun. These are glow-up cards. Look at that, 3. So this person's going to see you very magnetic, very put together, very honest, open, connected to your higher self, living your truth. You've got Empress energy, so there could be Libra, Taurus energy here, the Sun, Leo, and the Hierophant, Taurus again. Okay, so, wow, this is very powerful. Look at that. So you could be working. You could be having projects. You're doing your life. You're out and about. They see you as very capable. They see you as very loving, kind, but very creative and kind of maybe even a little bossy. Yeah, but the Sun there, so you're probably, this transformation you're going through kind of puts you in this glow up, or where you're seen more. We've even got this where you're being shown as happier, okay? I'm only going to take those, but the next one was the 9 of Cups. So you're fulfilling yourself. So I feel like they're not going to see you as needy. The energy you're putting out is joy, appreciation, gratitude, happiness. Like you're doing your life. You've gone through some things. And now you're, okay, this is them. Whoa. Okay, wow. This person is so ready to be in relationship. Again, I said they're reassessing. They've walked away from something. I feel it could be a relationship. I don't feel when you meet them they're in this relationship, but I feel like this was a very, perhaps long-term committed relationship. Okay. And Chariot, they've either just moved, they've got the 7 energy, Cancerian energy, they could be moving, they're very successful. Yeah, and they work a lot, probably more project-based, I'm getting. I just heard they're tired of waiting. They're done. They've either been alone for a while. They're really ready for a relationship. So this person, you're not going to have to wonder, is this going to happen? Are they into me? What they're putting out there is they want someone to build their life with. Okay, let's see. And they know what they want. They've reassessed. I feel this long-term committed relationship they're out of could have been a breakup. Knight of Cups. Okay, let's put those here. This is the card of romance, of offers, love offers, but it's also the card of meeting a like-minded individual. So they know what they want. I feel like they compromise themselves a little bit in that, like, oh, I'll try this or this will work. I don't know, maybe, I don't totally want to say people pleaser, but maybe bending because they thought that's what they had to do in relationship. They want something steady that they can build with, commitment. I do feel they're good with communication. And there they are. And they definitely want to live with someone. They want to grow with someone, travel with someone. They could move a lot. They could travel for work. But definitely this person is putting out there, I want someone that is ready to be in a committed relationship, wants to do this. You know, there's a very light or soft side to them, perhaps even spiritual or psychological or philosophical side to them. They're definitely with this warrior spirit and jumping in. If they want something, like something, think something's valuable or someone, they will, boom, they will jump in. They will go for it. So now we're going to ask, why do you come together? Okay, we're going to look at kind of the cosmic, what is the reason, this sacred reference? Why are you coming together? What is the reason that the two of you are coming together? Now we kind of know that on a certain level, right? Because you want to. It is about love, but there's a bigger mission. Okay, there's a bigger mission with this group. Okay, I'm back behind the scenes here with like a little Mad Hatter to see what card is what is gonna represent that, where and why and how you're coming together. Okay, well, some level of transformation. Okay, we'll put that in the middle. To transform your life. So this is a very transformative relationship. It's Pluto. There's going to be a lot of growth in this relationship. I also feel like both of you have the ability to help each other heal, okay, and or transform. I also feel like there's something about like transforming the way you live or how you live, the living situation, especially with that Chariot there. Okay, let's get one more. I want to check something here. Soul Light. Let's look at this. Okay. Da, da, da. I'm so happy to do. Oh, it's destiny. Da, 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 da. That's what I thought. Remember I said in the beginning. So it's destiny, the reason you come together. It's for transformation. I feel that by the two of you coming together, it transforms you both individually and as a couple. Okay, so take a look at that. Okay, also friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So that's your energy, their energy, and here's the composite. So again, this is a friendship. There's a lot of love in this relationship, but you also both like each other. You're friends. I just heard partners, so it could be partner or partnership. Now, it could also start out as a friendship, or you go out. You may not know right away by what I'm getting by the cards. You may not know right away, oh, is this the one? There could be attraction. I feel you're very attractive. See, the thing is with this person, I feel like they play it a little bit safe until they kind of know something clicks, and then it's like, go for it. This is it. This is the one. This is the idea. This is the product. This is the business deal. This is the person. This is the partner. And you know what? I see them looking so like, when somebody puts like their leans on their arm with their hand on their chin, and they're just listening and observing. Yeah, see, look at this is how they come across. This is the archetypal energy, the hero or heroine. Light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Yeah, see, that's what they're going to recognize in you, that you've done the work. You've done the inner work. Shadow, escapism, and a false sense of heroism. Okay, the last relationship they were in, and it could have been a pattern where they saw somebody's gifts, but the other person didn't see their gifts, or they tried to empower them or help them. And so they're coming out of that. I feel like what I'm hearing from them is, I don't want to attract that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Or I'm not doing that anymore, or I haven't done that for a while. But I feel like that was the last biggie for them. Now let's see what we got for you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Soul story. Let me get in. Soul story number 1. Ooh, that's it. Ooh, visionary soul light. Okay, there's that Peacock ore. capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make more acceptable. Well, I don't see that. You've healed that energy because, by the way, the sun is very visionary. So is the Empress. The Empress, similar to the Emperor, organizes their life in a way that it's good for them, but also has a very clear understanding of their self-worth and value. So you're bringing some kind of visionary aspect to this relationship. And they see that. They see you as good ideas or visionary. I feel like in some level they want to help you. They want to be there for you, whether it's monetarily or inspiration. They have that side to them. And that's also the Knight of Cups soulite. That the Knight of Cups likes to help people. Especially like-minded individuals or people they feel, this is like also the philanthropist, right? The humanitarian. So they could be doing that kind of work, or they could see that what you're doing in life is valuable. And how can I help you? How can I be there? That's why I feel friendship is important. This person's also going to be a friend. It's not just a lover. Okay, so now we've got why you came together. It's destiny. It's about this transformation. It's a deep friendship. I feel because you're both ready for a relationship. You want your fricky to your fracky. You want your, you want your compliment to the Dora Explorer. You want someone to explore. And this person definitely likes to explore, likes to travel. I feel like you're going to travel together. You definitely are going to live together. You could travel a lot together or move together. You could live in different, lands together. So now let's look at where you meet. Okay, well, let's get a couple more messages I'm getting before we get to where and how you meet. Any messages for Soul Story number 1. Let's just see. I feel like with this energy, it's a little tight. And what I'm going to say with that is that you're very set and they're very set. So either both of you have been in a lot of relationships or a long-term relationship or marriage. Whether you've been single for a while, it doesn't matter. But you kind of know what works and doesn't work. So both of you are willing to compromise and share, but not in the big things of compromising your truth and, or being in an unhealthy situation. So that's going to be a little bit of I don't know if I'd say a block, but that's going to be a little bit of something to get through, because there's a vulnerability, and that's that Knight of Cups with both of you. There's a vulnerability. Okay. So we've got distance. So again, one or both of you could have broken up with someone, okay? So I'm going to put that here. New direction, fresh start. Yeah, they come with a new direction. And look at this, harmony, peace, balance, friendship. So friendship for both of you is really important. You want a friend. This isn't just about just a lover. You want someone to do life with, and so do they. So this is a fresh beginning. Either there's a distance between the two of you and, whether miles or where you live, or there will be at some point, or one or both of you have distance from someone and you're moving on. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, beauty. And look at that, the butterfly. You've got the butterfly there. Charming, graceful, kind-hearted. That's the energy that the two of you have together. Now, Soulite, let us see where and how you meet, and we're going to even look at when. I kind of feel with this group, it could be rather soon. Okay, let's see. This could be where and how you meet, or some of you meet traveling or literally looking for a home or a house, an apartment, or you just moved. Let's see, what do we got there? Okay. Ooh, factory, industrial production, manufacturing, assembly line. So that could be where one of you work. Now, the production, I feel something goes into mass, but I feel like this could be one of you or both of you could have a love of music, and you could be producing something online. They could see you online. I'm actually going to ask that because I feel the production, maybe you could work in a factory, or they do too, or production or industrial production. But to me, this is also stating like production, maybe like in the movies, production company, or you're producing something, or they produce something creative or artistic, especially with that piece. Jupiter, confidence, luck. Makes me think of overseas, 9th house. So you could either meet this person overseas, abroad, or while traveling, or again, you're meant to travel together or eventually move together somewhere, or they could come from a different background than you do. Okay? That could be part of it. Let's see what we got here. Harmony, beauty. They're going to be very I feel both of you are attracted to each other. Once the kind of the wall comes down, there's a little wall up. I don't know how else to explain it. There's a little wall with this group. Okay. Let's look at any places. So where you hear music, you could meet through spirituality, a spiritual practice, meditation, whether online or in person. Also restaurants, culinary delight. You could meet at a cafe, a restaurant. Now these could also be places that you go together, because again, with that Knight of Cups, I feel this person, both of you perhaps, have some kind of spiritual connection to each other. Again, this is a destiny energy. You had the Yod. It's transformative with that Pluto. Okay, so let's see. Any other places that you're drawn to? Wow. Okay, bathroom, pristine. Now, water and renewal. I feel like one of you or both of you is going to have an amazing tub, or if you design a house, there's something with baths and spas and like health retreats, even with temple. There's something about beauty, harmony, whether that's both of you or one of you work in that field, or maybe you go Airbnb, right? You take time off, Verbo. You like hotels, nice hotels when you're traveling. I do feel with this group, especially because you have the Hierophant, that Taurus energy, I feel like a big part of the relationship might be dining out and about, good food. Doesn't matter if it's a food truck. I feel like there's something about good food and enjoying life's experiences. That's one of the things that the two of you are coming together to do, is to enjoy each other and enjoy each other's experiences. Okay, so let's get some timing. So we're going to get a couple of things. Let's see what we got here. I kind of feel kind of immediate with this group. They're ready. They're definitely ready. Both of you are putting out a similar energy. Okay, let's look at timing. Any messages about the timing? Okay, so one or both of you have been obsessing over timing. Okay, but that doesn't mean we're not going to look at timing, because that's what I want to do. The guides are doing. So I guess it's about not obsessing. Ooh, October. So it could be, if you, again, this is a timeless reading, but it could be in October that you connect with this person, or October somehow figures in. But I'm definitely feeling it's this year. Let's see if we can get a little more info. And I do feel like that work or projects of something like that is very important to both of you. Again, very supportive relationship that I'm seeing with this group. Let's see if we've got any more info. Let's see, what do I want to look at? So like I got cards all the way in the back. Okay, I'm looking for one. I'm getting the message, trust that it will happen. Release all expectations. And know that this relationship is coming together, that you're being guided. Okay, let's see. You can hear me shuffling. Aha, found the card that I was looking for. And again, with this one, we've got distance. So somebody is separate. There could be with this group that you meet and you're at a distance, and then you somehow come together. Okay? But this is definitely long-term committed relationship. With that Knight of Cups, I would say the one or both of you asked to get married. Okay. Open to receive. Invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life. Divine flow. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring the gifts. That's obsessing. So clearly you're meant to kind of let go of the timing, but October you could meet this person. I don't feel like it's a long time to wait. Now this was also in the deck that come retirement. One or both of you could be retired, or you're together working towards retirement. Now you could be any age to retire. That could be working differently. Maybe you're going to have passive income. I do get a level of abundance with this group, especially with temple, restaurant, beauty, the Jupiter energy. But I don't see frivolous spending, but I feel like you're going to have money for the nicer things in life, whatever that is to you, or to travel or do things that are, important and fun for you. And taking care of yourself, like massage, healing work, and psychically, well, some of you it's 1 to 2 months, and some of you it's 6 months from the reading. So where are we at now? This is going to go out end of May, June. So do I do June, July, August, September, October? 5 months, October. And what are the next steps with the two of you together? Oh, opening heart. That's beautiful. Yeah, Pluto, this is a relationship that transformed. I hear friends saying, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Or wow, you're really open, you're really vulnerable. You're going to be able to, but Soulite, because you've already done this. Look at your energy. Look at your pile over here. I think this person's going to be very loving, kind, and protective of you. Or you're both of each other. But look at that beautiful pink. That just is vulnerable, open love. There's vulnerability, empathy, receptive. They're receptive to you. You're receptive to them. So you're coming together to have this amazing heart opening together and create a life together where you're having more fun and, open and loving, and you have this person to do things with. I mean, it's a very transformative relationship. Okay, so I saw another timing. Should I do one more timing? Yeah, working hard can be a thing of the past. Either you guys both are doing well financially, you don't have to work so hard or at all, you've got investments, or when you get together, you're like, hey, let's create this, let's put this online, let's do this, let's do that, so we don't have to, do so much. Look at that. That's the overall energy, is 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, abundance, gain, prosperity, taking care of each other. This person's very nurturing and kind. Now, I'm going to, because I didn't see this before, I'm going to sneak one more. I do this with my clients. Sometimes I'll ask the guides like in 3-4 different ways. I'll tune in psychically. I'll tune in spiritually. I'll throw the astro dice. I'll do tarot. I'll go, let me look at the numerology. And then sometimes the answer is you're just not going to know. But I want to see anything that comes up for you. I don't feel you have to do anything, Soulite. I feel like it's just going to happen. And like I said, for some of you, there's somebody kind of coming in 1 to 2 months. And for others of you, it's going to be 6 months or in October, whichever comes first. Okay? Some of you, it's the next new moon, right? Could be 1 or 2 months. 49, again, this transformative element. So this is the overall energy together. It's destiny. It's a very loving, kind relationship. And it's a very creative relationship. Now we're going to take one chakra card. Got the throat and creativity. Creativity flows when I am open to my true nature. You've got open a couple times and receiving. So right now, Soul Light, the more open you are to your creativity, to your life, to your natural joy, you are attracting this relationship. Both of you coming together is going to be really good communication. You're going to be able to speak from the heart, and even difficult things you're going to get through and be able to speak your truth, or, really, and listen. Throat chakra, it's throat, but it also has to do with the ears, hearing, and higher self guidance. So just keep blossoming, Soul Light. You are attracting that relationship. I'm going to put this here so you can. You are attracting the open heart. And Three of Wands is also about creativity. It's about projects. So again, you could meet this person through work, could be online, could be through some community with that Knight of Cups there. And the overall energy is of the two of you coming together is the Nine of Pentacles. All right, beautiful soul. Your Soul Insights mantra is, as I connect in to my divine flow of abundance and create the life I love, I attract the love of my life. Last message. North Node, Destiny, Soul Light, 8th house. Scorpio, ooh, chemistry. North Node in Scorpio in the 8th house. Do I say more? You have Pluto. Transformative, could be sexually transformative, emotionally this is a deep soulmate connection. Very deep, very creative, very transformative, very loving, very powerful, but very feisty too, a bit feisty. All right, beautiful soul. Let me know in the comments if this resonated and how so. And also let me know, do you want more of these kinds of readings? I'm not sure about I'm doing the monthlies anymore. I'm doing them on Patreon. If you want to connect with me there, or Insta, or my other channel, Awakenings with Michele Meiche Podcast, please do so. I'd love if you hype, subscribe, get those notifications if you feel a resonance. Otherwise, gosh, I wish you just so much abundance and love, and I'm very happy for you, for what you're attracting. You deserve it. And it looks like you're attracting a really good match, a lover, soulmate, life mate, partnership. That's also a great friendship. That's a great foundation. And living quite well, too, with that Nine of Pentacles. All right, beautiful soul, shine bright. Hello, beautiful soul. This is soul story number 2. All right, so this is interesting. You've got Brucite, which has to do with happiness and joy. So this relationship is going to bring a lot of happiness, and also you could be feeling happier. I'll know as I go more into the reading. You've got Let It Go, and then another card came in that I didn't know. 24/6, this is all about harmony, love, coming into a better balance somehow with yourself. Or, oh my God, healing the heart. Okay. Wow. Okay, the message I'm getting, you've got 23/5, moving on. I feel with this group, you were coupled. You've been in a relationship that didn't work out, or divorce, separation, or there's been someone on your mind that you just can't quite move on from. because I'm doing this reading for singles. And if I want to say though, with this group, if you're thinking about breaking up, it shows you will, because you want your happiness. So you could be breaking up, getting back with someone, breaking up, getting back with someone, didn't work. I even feel like divorce, separation, or divorce or separation, then getting back together. There's something about a betrayal, or just one or more relationships not working out. And for some of you, one very long-term relationship that just didn't work out. And so there's a lot of pain is what I'm getting. There's a lot of heartache. You're having to let go of someone, something, a dream, a goal, a vision, an idea of your future. You're having to let go of that. So we're going to look at, let me see, your energy, what you're bringing, your overall energy. We're going to look at the Akashic. We're going to look at your energy, their energy, what you're attracting, what they're attracting, and what they're wanting. So we're going to make sure that that is on the same page. And so to do that, I'm going to take the Akashic. Oh, wow. Self-love, worthy and deserving of the abundance. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. Okay. So you let go of relationships that just weren't as kind or good or done. Okay. Now, their overall is boundless possibilities. So they're looking at a kind of, I think when you get together, they're going to wonder why, when you tell them some of the things you've gone through, it's like, well, I don't see that in you. You're amazing. Okay, so there's a lot of reflection here. You're reflecting on your choices, your past. I think that's the letting go. You're letting go, you're moving on. I deserve more, I deserve better, or I want to try again. I want to have another relationship. So this person is, I feel like somehow, yeah, look at, they're coming with abundance too. They're very abundant. They see a lot of possibilities. I think you meet them, soulite, at some kind of turning point. Or you might feel you're not worthy yet or ready, but I think this person sees you differently than you see yourself. I have a little sneaky suspicion this is like is a heart healing for you, but I feel like you're letting go of what doesn't work, or the people in your life, the relationships that just kind of pull you down. And the Akashic message for you is to follow your passion, something that excites you, motivates you. It can lead you to abundance. I feel like that's what this person is reflecting for you, is to follow the abundance. They're bringing that mirroring to you. Yeah, I think there's something also about honoring yourself, following your passion, letting go of what's heavy. But they're coming in with this openness, this abundance, this kind of soul whisper. This kept wanting to come out. Your soul is whispering its deepest desires. In quiet moments, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path. Okay, they're taking something they've learned or they've made, they've created. They're taking something and they're moving on now. They're really following their soul. And they're connecting in with more possibilities in life. But I also feel they come from that soul light. I think that's a very interesting thing. They're going to help you really believe in yourself. And I feel through this person, the reflection of the self-love is going to be quite profound, okay? It's a lot. You also have the ability to heal. Are you a healer? You could also be healing their heart. I just heard hardened heart. I don't know which one it is, but there could be a hardened heart there where there's this kind of just letting go to the relationship, letting go to where it takes you, and really following your passion in this relationship and in life. It's almost like you're getting your wings, Soul Light, for new possibilities. So you're really opening up to some level of passion, and your passion is bringing abundance, which is attracting this. So this is where you both are coming from akashically. And I got to be honest, I think when you meet this person, you're going to be like, I can't believe that I'm drawing this person in. You know, how am I? It's meant to be, Soul Light. It's meant to be. Okay, so now let's look at what you're wanting. So that's what you're at. Let's look at what you're attracting. Okay, where are they at? What they're attracting. Just heard Mozambique. What is that about? Okay, wow, there's a lot of tender energy here. So we're starting with you because I'm tuning in on you and tuning in on you vibrationally to get to them. Okay, what you're traveling is progression, moving forward, a journey. So you're in a time of transition when I'm doing this reading, when I'm connecting to you. Let's see what they're wanting and what they're attracting and wanting. Oh, wow, they want fifth house, passion. And you're learning to follow your passion. You've got communication, third house energy. I'm doing this reading during Uranus in Gemini. So we've got some Leo energy here and balance. So they want what, okay, so this is kind of where they're at and what they're wanting. So some of you, this could be dating online, or there could be a very strong communication component. As we get more in the reading, I'll be able to know more. But I feel you're following your passion, you're opening up to your passion, and this person wants more passion in their life. I feel like they're open to possibilities. They do things very big. They're living this abundant life. And I feel you are, but I feel like for you, this has been a journey of self-love. This has been about loving, appreciating it, coming out of life situations in a way that you're able to love yourself through it and like really taking care of yourself, Soul Light. This is a lot about taking care of yourself. You know, I just heard it's a bigger picture. There's more going on with you below the surface. Journey, communicate, third house. You could meet this person local to you is what I'm hearing. Could be through another friend or family member also that you could meet this person. I'm going to do specific cards for where you could be meeting, but this person you could literally meet at a gallery or art open or a place where you hear music. And I'm not sure, I'm not getting yet kind of what they do or what they're about, but we will look at it. Okay, let's get some more energy here. Now let's look, I'm going to do a different layout with you. Let's look at what you're attracting. This is what are you wanting, Soul Light? What do you want in regards to this relationship or a relationship? We're going to look at that. Okay, they said go back to the quality of energy. Okay, what you're wanting. So we're going to look at the quality of energy of the two of you. Kind of what you're bringing to the table, what they're bringing to the table energetically, because that's really important. Okay, this is you. Oh, let go of control. Let it go. Okay, what have you been trying to control, Soulite? Okay, so you could be a little controlling, or you've been controlling because you don't want to get hurt again. Okay, so let's see what they're bringing. Woo, a lot of cards. I feel like they're a talker. You've got third house there, so do you like communicating? You like talking? Okay, let's see what we got here. Whoa, that came out. Speak your truth. So they're very communicative. So if you've been having any little issues with communication, they're going to help you through that because they are a talker. Souls whisper. I don't think that's just whispering. I think that's talking. I think they like to talk things through, or what's going on? Are you okay? What's happening? Are we good? I think that you guys like to talk a lot. Fifth house. A lot to do with creative expression and talking and playing around. So again, you're definitely going to date. I think this could start out as a dating relationship, perhaps casual with fifth house here in Libra. I feel this person is open to dating, but is also looking at people and possibilities. So when you meet them, there could be other people that they're dating, is what I'm getting. And that's going to be, you're going to have to look at it as a journey, like, oh, we're dating. I don't feel like you meet this person and boom, you clamp it down. That's it. I feel like there's a process to this. And they're wanting someone that they can have fun with, maybe travel, maybe road trips, that they can do fun things with. It's funny, I get a very strong Gemini energy. Even though this is Leo, we've got Libra. Oh, Gemini, third house. Yeah, with this person, I get a Gemini. I feel like they like to do multiple things. They can have a lot of friends. Very involved in relationships and friendships. Very into partnering, but they're coming out of this thing where they're dating. So I just want to let you know they're definitely dating. Now let's see what you're wanting. Oh, well, let's go back. I want to look at the overall energy. Okay. Okay, what are you wanting, Soulite? What are you wanting? You want to be happy. Page of Wands, but you also want to be inspired and happy. You want a new beginning that's fun and adventure and kind of romantic, but also passionate with that Page of Wands. Now, Page of Wands does bring in a new beginning or something that excites you or but it's just the beginning. This tells me you guys are going to be dating for a bit, but let me see what else comes in. Okay, so the Akashic, what you're attracting, what you're wanting. I think you do want someone to pal around with or do things with. Now let's look and see what they're wanting, because I definitely feel either both of you are dating, and for sure this person is absolutely dating. Wow, look at them. They're very clear on what they want. Look at that, 9 of Cups. They want to be happy. They want to share their life with someone. They're very content. I think they're dating. I think that, let's look and see. We've got 3 of Cups here. Yeah, they go out a lot. They either date a lot, they go out a lot, or they have friends. I feel like they live abundantly, and they've got abundance here, right? It could be both of you, but I'm just saying this is their energy and this is your energy. That's, I have them reversed. If I do, you switch it up. Oh, but look at you, Soulite, snap. 10 of Cups is what you want. So what tells me is you might be more home and family. You definitely want passion, but they may be more... They also want home and family, but they want to go out. They like living abundantly. I feel like they like multiple friends or friend group or going out and about with that Three of Cups energy. They could have a really good group. You definitely want kind of love, romance, happy home life, family, whether you have whether you have children or not, or a fur baby, or one of you could have children already, both of you, there could be a blended family. But I definitely feel with that Page of Wands, you do want passion. You want to feel wanted. You want to feel like the person's attracted to you, that they want you. I feel you also have a very reflective side, which might be more quiet than their side. Meaning they may reflect, but talk about it, or they want to hash things out or process, or they could text a lot, or I don't know, there's a lot with communication. Now, mind you, you might meet them and then you comment to me or DM me and say, Michele, they're a writer, or I'm a writer or something. There could be something definitely with writing as well with both of you. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to get the archetypal energy that's coming in for both of you. Oh, soul light. You've been a rescuer. Now you're letting go of that. I think you've tried to help others as a control. Yeah, assuming that they will reciprocate and they don't. So rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Well, that's also the Ten of Cups, because you know what it takes to have a good relationship. But you don't want with that, to me, the Ten of Cups with the Page of Wands is you want to lighten it up. You want to spice it up. You don't want to be, with that pattern of rescuing, you don't want to be the rescuer. You don't want just the family life, the what all that entails. You also want blossoming love. You want passion, romance. This could also be purpose. This could be a bigger purpose for the two of you coming together. Now, let's look at their archetypal energy. Whoa. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards that keep wanting to come out every time I tune into their energy, which makes me think that they like to communicate a lot, talk a lot. They're not afraid to be more public. Oh my God, I don't believe this. One of you are both, they're writer. Preserving knowledge and information. That's their archetypal energy. Altering facts or plagiarizing. Well, I don't feel that. But they're into books. They're into knowledge, information. I feel like they research a lot. They could be a writer, researcher, journalist, or writing is very important to them. So they're a scribe. So they're going to want to hash things out. They're going to want to look at, let's look at this, or it's not going to surprise me if they don't either have a lot of books, written material, or, maybe it's on their iPad or Kindle, or they do a lot of research on the computer. They could be on the computer a lot. I also get poet energy. So again, they could express themselves, want to express themselves a lot. Okay, between you and me, there's a lot with self-expression. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Wow, this energy is wild. Okay, I got to ground myself just a second. Woo. I don't know if it's one or both of you. Maybe it's that Page of Wands. Passion also. Maybe you guys are dating and this person's dating a lot. Either both of you or one of you is dating, and then when you meet, it's like, whoa, I didn't expect this to happen. This is a surprise. I didn't, I've been going on these dates. They're okay, but woo, this one I really am into. Okay, so now we're looking at, we're going to look at why you come together and then how. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, a revolution. My God, look at all that. Passion. I don't know, you too. This is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, let's see. This is why you're coming together. Wow, and look at this sun. Look at the color. Solar eclipse, a revolution. It's going to revolutionize your life. I think if you're quiet, or one of you, if you don't go out a lot, soul light, because you're more inward, you're going to be out and about with this person. So now we're looking at the why. Now let's look at the how you come together, okay? And then we're going to look at, some places and where. So this is a revolutionary relation, 44-8. And this person reassessing, moving on. This is a different type of relationship than you normally go for, okay? This is, I feel they're very out there somehow. Okay, soul light. So why are they, so this is, now we're looking at how. This is why you come together, but how do you come together? And then we're going to look at where, when. Look at that, Uranus. I told you, it's unexpected. Sudden change, revolution. Okay, soul light. It come. Woo! I don't know if this is like total passion or I'm drawn to this person, but it's like they're dating, dun, 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 and then boom. So, okay, this is coming, and it's a revolution. It's Uranus. It makes me think that this is not going to be your typical person that you date. Oh my God. And just as I said that, we've got Aquarius. Freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. I guess I'm getting a lot with the computer. Uranus co-rules Aquarius. There it is, soul light. That's why I love doing readings. This is going to revolutionize you. This is a different type of relationship than what you normally go for. Maybe on both sides. But it works. That's what Spirit's telling me. It works, so go for it. So let's look at where and when, and then we're going to look at next steps, okay? So let's go with where and when. Where and when do you come together? I just had it. Let me go through. Where and when do they come to? Whoa, that just flew out. Okay. That just came out. I got to get it. It flew out. Now, see, you guys, when I'm doing your reading, stuff keeps flying out. Okay, so we've got time is frozen. That tells me you've been waiting a while, or you've been single for a while. I feel this person has been dating, or when you meet, that I feel like you're coming out of something. There's like some pain. You're letting something go, and boom, this thing happens very quickly. So I feel like the timing is going to be something kind of quick. It's Uranus. We can't predict it. Okay. I do feel, let's see, May, June. I'm doing this reading kind of more for like more immediate, not like years and years and years, Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Time is frozen on your side. So when are they going to meet? When and how? Wow, it's time to move forward. That's you letting go, soul light. So the process of you letting go is also what's drawing this relationship closer. Time to move forward, Aquarius. They're different than you somehow. They look different, or they have different, I just heard point of view. Could be also within the next couple of months. I definitely feel that it's very strong. It's very sudden. I'm going to take a couple more timing cards, but I feel like it's divine timing is at place. Is at play. But it's a surprise. You're not going to see it coming. And we could see if we can find out. Let's see. Okay. When is this relationship coming to being? Is this coming? It's time to move forward. So indecision is causing delays. So something is about the two of you. I kind of feel it's on your side, but okay, we've got whenever you're watching this by the end of the year. So these are the messages. Time is frozen. I think because you're healing, Soulite, but it's gonna happen before you quote unquote think you're healed. By the end of the year doesn't necessarily mean the end of the year. It means by the end of the year. So I'm gonna say it's this year. And those are the messages. And then we've got on the bottom, let it be a mystery, and it's in the future. But that's not going to stop me. Let's see if we can get a month. It's time to move forward. So like that means you got to let this relationship go, whether it's somebody that you're thinking about within your head or it's someone that you haven't been able to let go of. Okay, and then we've got very soon. Told you it's Uranian. It's going to happen quick. So I feel like it's meant to throw you off. That's the revolutionary aspect there of Uranus and the eclipse. Oh, it could be during the eclipse. It could be during eclipse season. Okay, so we've got very soon. Let's see some places where you could meet. I just heard, it's a Temple Garden, Stone Temple Pilot. I'm telling you, it could be at a concert or music. I kind of get music. Let's see. Whoa, what do we got there? Oh, what did I say also? Coffee shop. They could be a writer hanging out, enchanted, esoteric, magic, hidden wisdom. And then we have museum. See, art. Why did I feel art? Could be at a gallery or something, a museum or a place where there's art. Also, someplace that's very magical. But again, cafe or sitting outside. Artisan brews, pastries, artisanal brews, coffees, or maybe it's like brews, with beers or something. Or wine, or that's offered. I've got to tell you with this group, you're just not going to know. It's going to happen quickly. It's happening very soon. It's happening by the end of the year. And I feel like where you meet, you spend more time. And maybe this person goes to cafes and writes a lot. Now, let's look at next steps. So we know now where you come together, how you come together, where. Let's get more information. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, coming clean, messages. I see what's going to happen. Confusion. Ooh, the story comes now, Soulite. Okay, love it. Here's what I'm getting. Either one of you or both of you are dating multiple people or just starting to date someone, and then you meet and you're not sure, and you're going to have a conversation about that. Or should we go to that next level kind of thing? Or they have to have a conversation. You know what? We've been dating, but I met somebody that I really like. So it kind of starts out a little sticky, but again, people, you never know why you meet someone. You're dating, but maybe you date and then you find somebody you like more than the other people. And that's what I feel is what's happening here. Yeah, look at that. Beginnings, new direction, fresh start, and chance. So this person, when you guys are dating, you're hanging out, and it's like, oh, I don't want to be with the other people. It might take a little bit. Again, that's why it could happen really quickly. And then by the end of the year, you say, hey, I don't want to date anybody else, or I'm ready for commitment. What about you? Again, there's going to be that talk with this group. There's definitely going to be the talk of, Should we do it? Are we going to do this thing? And you're a little unsure. Yeah, inner knowing, telepathy, heart song. You're going to know. It may not be you that brings it up. It might be the other person that says, hey, what are we going to do about this? So let's see the life situation you're moving into with this individual. So we're looking at next steps now in the relationship. It's to get clear. Are we just going to hang out? Are we going to date? You're dating other people, or I'm dating other people, or we're both dating other people. What are we going to do? And again, I think you're going to talk about it. Or they could get an email. Oh, look at that passion. Both of you had passion. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful the fires they may ignite on your journey. And you had journey here. I feel like okay, I see what's happening. Ignite ambition. Pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. Oh, I get it, Soul Light. I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh my God. Did you get it already? Here's what I see. You're hesitant. You're uncertain. You're unclear. You don't want to be thrown off path again, off your journey, off your job, your career, whatever it is. This person's open to, like, hey, let's do it. Let's go. Boom, boom, But and that's okay. You're a little wary. You're like, okay, well, let's see, you're dating other people. I just started dating, or I was dating, then stopped dating, and I'm back again. So I feel like you're going to have the conversation. Are we going to do this? What does this look like? It's good because you have the conversation. It could be texting. There could be a lot of texting also between the two of you, is also what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get another message for you. Next steps for this group, and then we'll throw some tarot on there. Oh, I love this. Creating memories together. This relationship is going to help you let go of the past, Soul Light. Okay? You may be dwelling too much on the past. This relationship is going to help you get over past relationships or betrayals or disappointments. That's the revolutionary aspect of it. You're reflecting on past love experiences, cherishing the warmth and lessons. So that's why I don't think it happens. I think you meet quickly, but I don't think it becomes a full-blown relationship quickly. I think that's going to take more time. Okay, Soul Light, makes sense? Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more time. Okay, let's get an overall message. Actually, I'm going to throw a little tarot for you, get a little more clarity. I want to know, I'm kind of nosy, what the two of you are bringing and what you're doing together. Okay, kind of looked at that. It's revolutionary. The sun energy, there's a lot of passion, a lot of kind of letting go. It's kind of burning up the past, a little bit of purging here. Oh, wow. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, High Priestess they're bringing. And then together, working through issues, process. This could be work. You could be working, or they could be, and then the 10 of Cups. So you might even work together, or you're working through. And this person, I'm telling you, they're going to know what you're going through. They're going to be like, oh, what do you think? What do you feel? Let's talk about it. What do you want to do? You're a little more uncertain, unclear. Both of you have some relationships to kind of purge. But I think you meet out of the blue. I think you don't know when or where. I mean, it could be cafes. We looked at that. It could be, out with groups, food, cafes, or, some kind of mystical kind of place. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the energy together. And this is why the transformation. This is why the revolution and then the fire spirit energy, right? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And they have soul whisperer. It's going to open your heart. Let go, healing heart. This relationship, you're coming together, it's going to be a heart healing. They're going to help you heal, just by how they are. Like, you could be in a mood, or you could get hurt, or feel like a little disappointment or slighted. They may even use humor. Remember, I kept feeling Gemini energy, and then you had third house over here. So it could be that they use humor or tickling or hey, or, whatever. Something to lighten it up, or a joke about something, and it breaks the shell so light. It breaks the shell. It breaks the crusty, on your path. It in your heart. So this relationship, you're going to heal the heart, heal from the heart of past relationships, past parts of, especially relationships, perhaps situations in your life as well. But most likely what I get psychically and through the cards, it has to do with healing past relationships. And it's a new beginning in your life. I'm going to say this is coming very soon or by the end of the year. Okay, further message here for the Radiant Soul Lights and Soul Story number 2. Yeah, this person's going to know what you're thinking. Pisces energy here, High Priestess. They're a bit psychic or intuitive. You're not going to be able to hide what you're feeling. Yeah, 12th house, Pisces energy. And Libra, Venus in Libra in the 12th house. So definitely past life connection, but also you're going to have a very strong intuitive connection together. It might shock you in the beginning, but afterwards I can hear and see you going, I can't keep anything from you. Oh, you got me. All right. Let's talk about, I was a little pissed. I was a little miffed. I was a little annoyed. You said you'd be here at this time and you were late. And then they're like, oh, well, I didn't. I was entrapped. Yeah, but you could have called or you could have texted. There's something about texting or communication that's going to kind of rub you the wrong way. And they could get caught up with their friends. There's something also about recording, music recording perhaps, or recording something. You guys could take a lot of pictures together, or a lot of videos together somehow. But look, it looks good. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, a High Priestess, and then you've got the 12th house there. Venus in Libra. It's going to be a strong psychic connection with this person. One or both of you may also even be psychic. All right, beautiful soul light. Your soul insights mantra is for this relationship to align to the energy of this relationship you're drawing in. I trust the divine timing in drawing this soulmate relationship in. I trust in the divine timing of drawing this relationship in. I know I don't need to rush or make something happen. I can let go of control and be in my divine flow. Yeah, this relationship is going to test you a bit because I feel like you're going to be very drawn to this person. There's really this opening, but they've got your back. They've got your back, soul light. But it's going to unfold slowly, and that's okay. Yeah, inner knowing, telepathy, intuition, High Priestess. You could also be in contact on the dream state with this person, or through visions, or just feeling like they're right around the corner, or now you're really ready. But I do feel the two of you are going to have a very strong intuitive telepathic connection and share that. And especially if one of you or both of you do that, is as far as your vocation or business or career, or if you're just very in tune with each other. But again, this is like a slow unfolding, even though there's a lot of passion between the two of you. A lot of electromagnetic energy. All right, I'm very excited for you. Please let me know how this unfolds. I want to know all the details. And if you feel a resonance, I'd love if you would hype the video, like it, share, subscribe, do all the things. If you want to connect more, ways to do so are in the description. And also let me know, do you want more of these? I was going to do more relationship readings because we are in a time of the great gathering and converging flow, coming together individually and in community. So if that's something you want more, or you have a suggestion of a reading you'd like me to tune in, I love suggestions. Okay, beautiful soul, lots of love and light. Hello, beautiful soul. This is soul story number 3. If you chose the Malachite and this card, let's look at it. Great big lot. Well, that's self-explanatory. And it's something you've worked for. 26-8. 8s are turning points. So this is going to be a turning point in your life. Major turning point. Okay. Some of you may have already met somebody. This is really more for singles, but you're either about to meet somebody very quickly or you just met someone. So let's look at this. So we've got Malachite here, the splayed Malachite. There's a lot about individuality with this group and maybe going in different directions. Your life is about to change in a really powerful way. We'll see if that's due to the relationship or right before. So I have things written out, and what we're going to look at first is the Akashic, your overall, both of you. This will be you on this side. This is the person that you're drawing in, you're attracting, that's soulmate, that I see as a committed relationship, a soulmate that becomes a life mate or life partner. So we're going to look at the Akash, where they're at in the Akash, where you're at in the Akash. Whoa, that just came out very quickly when I said where you're at. What are you working on? What are you learning? We've got take the high road. Yeah, see, look at that. You're at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. So I do feel with this group psychically, somebody is in a relationship or just met somebody or broke up. There's some tie. Are you getting a divorce? Are you separating? It's telling me that, okay, 2 things. Either this group, you just met someone and this is going to be the great big love of your life, or you've left somebody or about to leave someone and you meet the big love of your life, okay, because you have a transformative relationship. So that's where you're at in the Akash. Let's see where they're at. You're attracting the person on the Akashic level. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit more with you. Okay, so I see for you, Soul Light, they're alone. These 2 are for you. So you have to see it through, whatever it is, and you're moving into healing. So either you're seeing it through a particular relationship, you're not sure where to leave, should you leave. Maybe you're dating around because you're not sure, do I want to stay or do I want to go back? There's a back and forth, or thinking of a past person. This person is alone. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear, the whispers of our soul. It's funny because soul story number 2 had a card talking about whispers of the soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. I think what's mirroring, I think they came out of a back and forth and they had to find the lesson. Why did I do this again? Why am I doing this? You guys are mirroring each other, whether you've met yet or not. You're mirroring. Now, this could also be a group that both of you or one of you is partnered, and the decision is, do we leave the present partner and move with someone else? Oh my God, just as I said this, Soul Light, look at this. Choice. You're being asked to make a choice you're struggling with. So for a percentage of you, you either are in another relationship and you're deciding whether to stay in that relationship or move. You're deciding, do I see it through and heal with this person? Or do I move on? And you've got stand your ground also and release attachment. I feel like the soul is wanting you to, make a fresh start. I don't know if you're both together, this group. You could both be together and partnered. Either both of you are with somebody, or one of you is with someone, and you have to find the lesson or they are finding the lesson. Why I'm in another relationship, I'm enabling this person. Wow, this is going to be, no wonder you got Malachite. This is a very powerful healing relation. This is like, let's look at patterns. Let's look at what do we do in, what do we do in life? What are my choices? Should I enable and stay with this person, or should this person leave the relationship? Or have you been going back and forth? Okay, choices in relationship with this group. Okay, so let's look and see. That's the Akashic. And now let's look and see what you're attracting. What are you attracting, Soul Light, and what are they attracting? On the Akash, for you, there's something you have to see through, some kind of healing. Wow, Caduceus. Mercury, how your mind thinks, 11th house community. Does this person or this situation really fit with what you want in your life? This person, 10th house and first house. I sense this person is on their own. Now, so like, for some of you, did you meet someone and you're with someone else, or you are thinking of getting back with someone else, and you met someone and you're like, oh my God, I like this other person better, or this other person's more aligned to my goals, my dreams, 11th house, and you're keeping in contact. If that is your story, okay, your soul story, this person is looking at finding the lesson and moving on. Okay, they're deciding. So if that's, for some of you, if that's the story, they're looking at moving on. Okay, Libra, which is telling me partnered or divorce, separation. Legal dealings, divorce, separation. Okay, let's look at their energy. What do we got there? Healing. So both of you are healing. Okay. All right, so that's their energy. The Akashic on the soul level, what's going on, subconscious and soul, and this is what you're attracting. Now, let's look and see, what are you wanting? And I'm going to use Tarot Soul Light for that. What are you wanting? So this is what you're attracting, but what do you want? You're not sure. Or one of you, you've got to heal. You've got to see through the healing. This totally went in a different direction than what I quote-unquote thought. That's why once you tune in psychically, it can be very different. Okay, I get back and forth energy. Are you with each other already? Wow, you want the lovers. You want the relationship. But yet you're put back on yourself with the Hermit. This is what you're wanting. I think this, and the Hangman, I think you're just debating, do you go back to another relationship or do you stay with this one? Even though this is for singles, but I guess singles is not married or, because I definitely feel I can feel it even psychically, very strongly. There is another person in your aura. You're not alone. King of Swords, this is what they want. And yet they're going back to heal. That Four of Cups. Unless this happens while you're dating. Either this is happening now or I'm picking up on what you're dating. Because if you start dating this person, and this is your story, then they're wanting you. Maybe there's a breakup with that Malachite. There's a big breakup. Because you have to make a choice between them and someone else. Got to be honest. And they're looking at it. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about it. You're thinking about them. You want to get back together. They do too, but they're not sure. I get a very strong masculine energy. So here we go in decisions. This is what you're wanting. You're wanting to decide. But there's a little bit of fear. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. I really think with this group, I feel psychically, and by what I see with the cards, you're either already been dating, or this is what happens when you first start dating. One or both of you is already in a relationship. You could start dating for a little bit and then break off. But with that Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Moon, there's some uncertainty, but overall it seems like you do want to be in relationship. Because Queen of Pentacles is renewal. Okay, the plot thickens because there's another person with them, another relationship, and they're going to have choice between you and someone else, and you're going to have choice. It shows its mirror. Judgment, they got to make a choice there. And Angel of Wands. Do I go with the relationship that is the big love, that's transformative? Or do I just stay on my own? Wow, okay. So that's what you're wanting. Okay, so let's look and see how you come together. Well, I'm going to look at the overall energy type. What's the archetypal energy of you and the archetypal energy of them? And then we're going to get a little bit more. Let's see, before the archetypal, let's look at the energy. What you're bringing, what they're bringing. Gosh, so light. I really feel like there's this, I don't know, push-pull. Could be reconciliation. Okay, here we go. Your energy. Wow. Embrace the great transformation. And now you have Malachite, what's about transformation. And choose your battle. Again, it's choosing. What is it that happens with you? I think there's another person involved. Oh, okay, this is them. See, I feel them on their own, but why is it? I don't know why this other person is showing up. It's a past relationship. Or is it you, Soulite? We shall see. Got that? Yeah, they have to conquer a fear. That's what they're putting out there. They have to conquer some kind of fear. Fear of being alone. But you're okay. You had the Hermit. You're okay on your own if something doesn't work out. So I want to know why you come together. What is the reason you're coming together? And then we're going to look at how you come together. So what's the reason the two of you come together? What's the path and the process? Obviously, Malachite, it brings change. This could be a twin flame, twin soul scenario, Soulite. Because there's things that you have to do to work through, work out. And I feel there's choice. There's choice. Okay, why is soul story number 3? Why did they come together? Oh, wow. Okay. Virgo. And then we've got Queen of Pentacles. Could be Virgo. You're in your head. Mars. This is a very masculine energy. One of you has a very masculine energy. This is why you're coming together. And I'm going to take one more. I feel like one of you is a lot in your head about the relationship and uncertain. There could have been something in the past. And I do feel twin flame. I feel like there's something, a learning lesson. There's a very strong transformative element in this relationship, but you both have a lesson. You have a lesson, and we're going to find out what that is. But look what happens. Part of fortune. increase. Are they going to do it, Soulmate? Let's see, are you going to do it? Let's look at the archetypal energy. So we're looking at why you're coming together. So we're looking at the soul level, the psychic level is for increase. It's actually going to be good once you get through all this. Okay, so you're a seeker. Thirst for wisdom, truth, inability to commit. That could be an issue in this part. You have to make a decision about them. Now, this could be a new person, and I'm picking up what you go through. For a small part of you, even the reason why, I even feel somebody's father coming through, someone on the other side. I don't know if it's a spirit guide or family member or somebody coming over guiding. For a small percentage of you, this is happening now, okay? Now you got seeker, and their archetypal energy is God, benevolence, compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others, using power to control people, despotism and cruelty. That's the unhealthy side. But they are God, find the lesson, choice, solitude. I just heard breakthrough, break the bank. Wait and listen. So are they a big meditator? Do they do Tai Chi, yoga, going within? Tantra? This relationship is definitely about moving you out of your mind or overthinking things and moving more into the body and the heart space. Okay, you've got even Ace of Swords, analyzing. You've got Virgo here. I don't think that this relationship makes sense on paper or makes sense to you, why you're drawn at this time, or why is this happening? Why is this now? It's making me think this comes through in an inconvenient time, or you're thinking you're not ready. Okay, so we're also continuing how you come together and why. And then we're going to look at where and when, and then next steps. Okay, we got Virgo again. Dutiful, hesitant, discriminating. I think similar to Soul Story number 2, you might want to look at Soul Story number 2, because you got something about the soul here, or whisper, and they got soul whisper, and there's a tie in there. And I also feel like this, and then Capricorn. So you're a bit more reserved, Soulite. You're more reserved. You've got this Capricorn Virgo energy, and I have a feeling they've got this Mars, and look what I pulled, Aries. The energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, and I think it's throwing you off a bit. I think in a way they're different, even with that laser. I think if you're wiggly, like I'm not sure, I don't know, or let's talk about it. Okay, well, just let me know. Or do you want to go or not? Or, well, I don't know, let's take, well, yeah, I think they're going to pull you out of your head. This is a great big love, because this is like being on the string of a helium balloon. Yeah, they're very dynamic. Your immortal spirit, your destiny is involved with the part of fortune. I think what's happening here is they are mirroring the shadow aspect of you. Now, the shadow aspect, a lot of people think it's just the less evolved or not integrated. It's just what's not integrated. I think you have a very powerful, as you're coming up with the Malachite, I think you have a very powerful, transformative element to you. I think you are a powerhouse, but I think you haven't yet stepped into that as much, or you've shrunk back, or you're not used to that, or maybe past relationships you couldn't fully be you. So you're kind of micromanaging things, so light. And this relationship is not going to let you do that. You're not going to be able to micromanage or overthink things. Some things you just have to just do. You have to put to action. You have to, just commit. because even here you've got embrace the transformation, then you've got choose your battles. So I think certain things you're just going to have to let go of with this person, You've got the sun, which is fire, and then Aries. So they could be kind of strong. You're going to have to pick your battles with this person. They could be very strong. They could be a little combative, a little, like if you don't, they could just take the lead if you're wiggly. If you're not taking the lead on something, they may say, hey, I just went and did this, or let's go, let's do this. And you might be, well, you didn't consider me. And it's like, well, you weren't sure. You were trying to analyze and decide, and let's go, let's do it. So this is a big, you got some great learning here. It might be a challenge. Let's look at joint energy. Let's see where you're, look at competition. So you're going to be learning about teamwork, moving from competition, competing, fighting, or that's why you got take the high road. I don't know. It's like you're establishing your boundaries. But the thing is, Soul Light, I love this reading. This is wow, this is a lot of growth in relationship. So now what I want to look at with you, Soul Light, is we're going to get timing, the where and the when, and then we're going to get next steps, like what's coming up. Okay, so let's look at this relationship. So I have to say with this group, you either just met this person or this is a new person. Okay, now, teeny tiny part of you, yes, it could be someone from your past coming back. I got to be honest. Okay, let's look at when. So it's a little bit, mixed here. But you know your story. Okay, let's look and see. We got 3. So what? I think why a lot is coming up because this group, it's not just, there's a couple stories interwoven. Oh, look at amazing chemistry, terrible timing. That's why I'm saying, if this is about a person from your past or you just met someone, it's not the right timing, but you're thinking of them, they're thinking of you. It shows the time is now. So this is for the group that it's someone from the past. The past was not the right timing, but the time is now. Okay, that's for that group. So this tells me that a new relationship is coming in, or somebody from the past is coming back around. Okay, I just love how I have to be flexible in the relationship with you in the reading because this wasn't totally the focus. But for some of you, you know who you are, trust yourself. If you want to get back with someone, yes, you're going to. Okay, now that's for some people. Now let's look at those people. When are you meeting someone? September. That just flew out. So if you are, September, and I'm going to look at it a different way. If you're looking at the reading when I, upload and publish, then it's going to be September, or we're going to look at the months. Okay, something is happening in September. Let's see, any other time. Wow, okay, we got both. We got next month. So, I don't know. Somebody could be getting with someone next month, or again, we've got September twice. Now, the time is now could be for someone next month. So I'm definitely seeing whenever you're watching this video, this is within the year. This is not a long 5 years from now reading. This is within this year. And it looks like September came up twice. And then we've got have faith. I love that. Okay, I'm going to put that in the middle there. Okay, this tells me it's coming back around, Soul Light. For both soul stories, whether you're reuniting with someone, and this could be somebody that you met. Maybe you met somebody and you really liked them. Maybe they were really, cool, amazing person. Maybe they were already married, or they weren't, or they were in a divorce, or they were moving, and then, oh God, I can't get them off my mind. And now, amazing chemistry, terrible timing. Now they come back. And some of you, it's September or next month, which I feel that, the time is now. Okay, so that's where, let's look at where and when. Where do you meet? Some of you, this is work, a work situation. This could be a workplace relationship. Or somebody was not available. It could be at a concert or where there's music. I'm going to put that there. Okay, so we've got road trips, road journeys. Let's keep this here. I want you to see that amazing chemistry. Now, there's also country wine. You could be peaceful retreats, simple living. I think these are some of the things that are coming in. So these are some of the activities that you're going to do, and liking spending time at home. I feel one or both of you have been through a lot. This could definitely be a relationship where you met, great chemistry, terrible timing, right? Right person, wrong timing. For some of you, you're definitely going to be doing a lot of trips together, going to music. I feel like kind of pretty romantic, spending time at home a lot too, but could like spending time in the countryside, traveling. Traveling can be very nurturing for you. I think you like road trip. Yeah, I just said road trips, and this spun out. The train, subway, railway, and street. There again, another card. Urban landscape, pedestrian traffic, sidewalks. So I get with this group, there's a lot about travel. You could meet on a train. I just heard fixing the car. I think you're going to be doing a lot of travel together. Car, train, subway. There's something about a commute. Some of you may need a car. You guys get a car together. But I feel like with this group, you're learning to be teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, this relationship very low. But look we're coming out of stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. And then you trust and believe. So either it's your past relationship, soul light, or you've been with this person before and there's trust issues and you're getting over that, where you're trusting, being more reliable, and believing, right? So either this person proves to be trustworthy, or there's a lot of growth and transformation within the relationship where you're trusting this person. So let's put those two there. See what else comes up. So next steps. Harmony. Your relationships are in harmony, mutual understanding and respect. Allow yourself to experience peace and calm, but it wasn't always that way. Tension or misunderstanding is causing disharmony in your relationships, leading to stress and conflict. Turbulence, tension, and arguments. Okay, stress, loyalty. Okay, let's look and see one more. Family. So some of you could even be family issues, whether it's your own family or blended family. Now, I want to we're still looking at next steps. So where and how you meet, I feel in a commute. I feel this group, you could also work together, and that might be one of the competition. But overall, the big mission with you, a learning lesson, is how to, work within a team, cooperation in relationship, having more harmonious relationships. Your relationships have not always been harmonious. There's either been competition, maybe not from you, maybe from the other person. Whether you were dating them or it was a committed partnership or spouse, they could have, not felt as secure within themselves. And yeah, look at this. The world. This is a big transformation. So you are in some kind of alchemical process. I think things move, and then we've got this. So if you've also had money issues on your own or with this person when you come together, but you're meant to have a family. So if you're wanting a family with this person, you will have a family. It's definitely showing family relationship. And learning a lot about each other, soul light. Those are the next steps. Having a family together, coming together. Now this could be blended family. This could be two friend groups coming together, friends like family. This could be that you have your own children, maybe even fur babies as well, or just fur babies, but you're creating a family. That's one of the reasons that you're coming together, is to create a family together. And to do more, to create a home, a loving home environment with this person as well. So I do see some stuff you have to get through, whether you're doing that separately right now or when you come together, but it does show that this person is going to be very loyal. You're going to have to get through some trust issues, but that's okay. I feel like they're very caring, very loyal. They love to take care of you. Both are taking care of each other. Oh, you had loyalty here and a little doggy. Trusting, reliability, and believing. Now, they could have a dog. They could have a black or chocolate lab. Is this a lab? Yeah, they could have a lab. Or you have a lab. You have a lab or they have a lab. There's something about a dog. Do they get along? There could be two dogs in the family. Maybe one from you, one from them, or you get a dog together. Or you know them, or you stop on the street. Some of you guys see each other on the street, maybe walking your dog or doggy park, doggy daycare, something about the dog. So, yeah, you could meet this person walking the dog or while you're getting a dog or something. There's something about the dog. I'm getting strongly the dog. The dog has something to do with this relationship, or you know it's the right person because how they treat their dog. Or you like them and both the dogs like each other, or you get a dog together when you're together. All I know is there's the dog, and it may be a lab, right? Labrador, a lab. So we have Taurus, Scorpio energy could be important. Leo, Aquarius, we have Sagittarius energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then we had the King of Swords, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and also Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. And we have Sagittarius twice. So definitely there is a relationship on the horizon, or you're working through something, someone returns, or if you don't want the old, you don't have to tell me in the comments, I get it. If you don't want the ex or the former or somebody that you met before and you've been thinking about, may not even be an ex so light. You might have had to complete something and they had to complete something. Because you got chemistry, great chemistry, terrible timing. Time is now. You got 2 cards for September, and you've got within a month, and then we've got harmony again. So you've got harmony here and harmony here. I choose to live in harmony with all things and all people. Okay, there's one other card that came out. Ooh, structure. The structure of my life is flexible and strong. I can change anything that does not enhance my life or give me joy. I think you're in the process of that. Okay, let's get an Astro Dice. And I know this has been long, but I wanted to do a detailed. I'm going to do some shorter ones and different types of relationship since we are in the Great Gathering, time of the awakening and the converging flow. So a lot of people partnering for different reasons. Oh, Uranus. So something happens rather quickly in Pisces in the 4th house. I'm telling you, there's a dream. You're wanting this person back or have a second chance, or someone that you met briefly and you get back together. Some of you are dreaming of a certain person and they're dreaming of you. There's a psychic bond, right? We had that, yeah, with the daydreaming. So 4th house, you're getting subconsciously, you're purging some beliefs or ideas. This is a transformation for you. I feel like if you have been in relationships that didn't work out, or they went as far as they could. Not every relationship is supposed to be 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 years or whatever. I feel like this is changing your idea, perhaps, of what you want. And there may be some balancing here with Temperance. You might be learning to be a little bit more go with the flow, and they're learning to be a little bit more structured, right? There's a nice meeting of the minds here, Soulite. So, a great big love, a deep transformation. Please let me know which of the soul stories is you, because some of you, I feel, if it is a reuniting or reconnecting with someone, even if you just knew them briefly, maybe you dated before, maybe you were with them before, again, amazing chemistry, terrible timing, or you met somebody briefly and you kind of liked them, or you had a great conversation, and then you didn't see them for whatever reason, or they were partnered or you were partnered, and let me know, because this is a really true love. There's a lot to get through and learn and understand about each other, but I do feel that there is a lot of loyalty. I got your back, you got their back. Things could get a little tense between the two. There's a little mentally kind of fixed mindset, and then a little fiery, but every relationship has stuff to kind of get through. Because I feel both of you are strong personalities. Or you're meeting someone and I just gave you how it's going to unfold, okay? But it's definitely this increase, part of fortune. It's a very destined, but part of fortune it's a place of abundance, increase, where you do well, how you do well. This relationship is really going to suit you, and you're meant to become a family with this person. All right, Soulite, your Soul Insights mantra, I'm going to use this: heart in harmony. I choose to live in harmony with all things and all people. And for some of you, I am attracting harmonious relationships because there is harmony within me. I easily and effortlessly attract the best, most loving and loyal soulmate for me. Yeah, you're going to have that loyalty that you want. You're going to have someone that's reliable, someone that believes in you, you believe in them. I feel like this group could value friendship and loyalty, not just friendship. You want someone that's there. I got your back, you've got my back. And if you argue or fight or whatever, you get through it. You don't abandon me, I don't abandon you. We get through it. So you're going to learn that with this great big love, is that we get through anything. I trust them because we get through anything. I trust her. I trust him. We get through anything. So I feel like I'm going to take 2 more cards for you, Soulite. Forgiveness has been an issue, and insecurity. And so you're learning how to forgive yourself and others. You're developing a strong sense of security within yourself. And then we're going to look and see what comes in. I just wanted to do 1 more card for you. It's going to be a miracle. This relationship is a miracle. It's exactly what you need, and it becomes exactly what you want. Oh, I have to do this for you, Soulite. Okay, let me know how this resonates for you. If you do feel a resonance, I would love it if you would share this video, hype it, give it a thumbs up, get the notifications, subscribe, all the goodies if you don't mind. And if you want to connect further, I have a Soul Awakening group on Patreon. I'm on Insta. The ways to connect with me are in the description. Also, I have a podcast. You can call in live and get a reading and say hi. So anyway, there's a lot of ways to connect. I do appreciate connecting with you, and I really look forward to hearing how this really unfolds and how it transforms you, because I just feel like it says, the big, great big love. I feel like you're really either starting the big love of your life or about to meet the big love of your life. This is the one. This is the one that you can get through things with. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a gift, and that is a miracle. All right, lots of love and light.